What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the weekly anime review of Dragon Ball Super. I'm not gonna lie. That scene where Goku grabbed that ki blast of Beerus and smushed it was pretty kick-ass. Like, that was damn badass. Just seeing Goku grab that, squish it down into a fucking tiny little ball, like he condenses it and it explodes. That was a great scene. I gotta hand it to Toei Animation for that. That was a really cool scene, just to show you, like, the effort Goku had to use just to be able to block Beerus's ki blast like that. And Beerus wasn't even at maximum potential, and, you know, Goku was having that much trouble just trying to crush down his blast. Just goes to show you how strong he is. But that scene was pretty damn cool. And even though the animation wasn't the best in this episode or that scene, it still looked pretty damn badass. And it reminded me of the original Dragon Ball Z, of how characters struggled with certain blasts or ki blast or fighting, especially with the way this episode was presented, with how Goku was trying to crush that ki blast down, trying to save his ass and the entire planet. So, getting into some of the subjects of this episode, this fight, or what's going on currently right now, Lord Beerus is kind of looking at the water. He's like making sure the water's good for he can have a good fight later on. For instance, he's wanting it to where Goku, he can get used to his Super Saiyan God form, for Beerus can put up a better fight against him, and Goku can put up a better fight against him, where they can have a better match. And so Beerus, throughout the entire episode, was just allowing Goku to get used to his power, which we kind of knew with last week's episode, but with this, it's more apparent, because Beerus is just slowly cranking up the power slowly throughout the entire episode, while making it to where Goku gets used to his abilities that he now has, like his new level. And Beerus, you could see, was having fun, and he was taunting Goku throughout the entire episode, trying to get him to grow stronger, to get used to his abilities, to get more daring, and kind of that's what the episode's about. Just Beerus taunting Goku to become stronger. And I felt like the way it was done was pretty cool. I mean, I like to build up what's going on here of how Goku is using his power, because actually, it makes a lot more sense a little bit. Like, in the movie of Dragon Ball, you know, Battle of Gods, when Goku got his Super Saiyan God mode, he instantly was fucking strong, and he was, at first he was doing a warm-up. I remember in the movie he was doing a warm-up and stuff, kind of like how last week's episode was, and all of a sudden he just started, you know, kicking some fucking ass. Even though Beerus was stronger, he was still kicking some ass. But with the way this episode is presented, it just shows you Beerus is on an entirely new level. Like, he's not trying. He's getting punched and stuff, and he's allowing Goku to do this, and he's not even getting hurt. Like, it's not even phasing him at all. Like, even when Goku does, like, a super sucker punch to the top of his fucking head, he's like, oh, that didn't even wake my ass up. So it just goes to show you how strong Beerus is, and I like the way that's being presented. Like, how Beerus is such a strong threat. Like, the way Dragon Ball Super is handling Beerus, I actually like it a lot better than the movie, because I've said this time and time again, Beerus just seems like such a bigger threat in this series than he did in the movie, because yes, we know Beerus was strong, but the way it's built up in this anime series, it's just so much better, because just seeing how strong he is, how he's just, you know, playing hacky sack with a fucking energy ki blast that can blow up the planet like 1,000 times over, and he makes like 100 of these things, and it just goes to show you how strong he is. And we know for a fact he wasn't even being serious. Like, he wasn't even using all of his power. Like, if he was probably to charge his power and send out a big blast, just imagine how strong that freaking ki blast to be from Lord Beerus. So yeah, you get my point. Thing is, the way the episode is done, just Beerus looking at Goku, training him in a sense. And this actually makes a lot more sense thinking about it, because if you think about the movie of Dragon Ball, Battle of Gods, you had to where Piccolo made a comment in the movie. I think it was said in the English dub, or it could be the English sub. I don't know which one it was. But I remember Piccolo stating, like, it seems like Lord Beerus is training Goku. That's kind of what I remember, a certain dialogue line in the movie. And in a sense, that's what's going on in this episode. Like, Lord Beerus is training Goku to be able to use his powers so he can put up a better fight. So yeah, that's what this episode was. Just, you know, Goku getting used to his powers, and then next week, we're gonna have to where we're gonna get to see a glimpse of Lord Beerus' maximum potential, which I highly doubt, because I don't think, even in the movie, we didn't even see Lord Beerus go max. And I don't think he'll probably go max against Goku. I doubt that. I really doubt that. But who knows? It is, you know, a new series. It is kind of retelling, and it could be a little bit different. So we might see it to where Lord Beerus does use Max, which I don't know, because seeing how Goku struggled to the very end of the movie, and then Lord Beerus reveals, like, he didn't even use a lot of his power. Like, I mean, he used a lot, but he didn't use all of it. It added to where Goku had a goal, and, like, he was nowhere near the level of Lord Beerus. And if Lord Beerus has to use maximum in this, it just kind of closes that gap between them a little bit, and yeah. So, episode of Dragon Ball Super, pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. Animation could have been a lot better, but it was still pretty fun. And the condensing of the Ki Blast, that was just, yeah. Tell me your thoughts, comments below. Y'all have a wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.